Hey, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Brush Live with Bianca from Lotus Theory Designs. And myself, I'm Leah from Leah Noel Design Co. And we like to come live every Monday at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, which is Bianca's time, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, which is my time. You know, we got the time zones up in here. So those of you guys that know us, we come live every single Monday. And today we are doing something we do at least once a month, and we are opening our forum up to Q&A. So basically, we get a lot of questions from you guys. We try to stay on topic with our shows as much as possible. And then there comes a time where we get a lot of different questions that don't have to do with our topic. And so today we have no topic besides Q&A. So you are welcome to ask us any question and we'll answer to the best of our ability. Hi, Jason. Hi, Sherry. Hello, everybody. So if you guys have questions, please go ahead and ask, and we're here for you. So Bianca, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I feel like I need to apologize formally to everybody. Last week we were not live. We did not do our show.
Yeah, we did. I forgot.
Yep. And by the time the decision was made to not do the show, it was too late to put out an announcement.
Yeah.
So I apologize. That was my fault. I was a bit under the weather. Don't worry. No Rona here.
No.
just tired, I think. And you know, your body takes a toll. So
well, it was a weird week for both of us because I was late. I was in my group talking to I was late, and then it was like, you know what? We have to make this business and the show work for us. And we were both like, okay, we need a break. And so we took one.
Right. So thank you guys for being here with us this week and having some grace for us. And we're excited to see your questions. So start dropping them in the comments. What do you want to know? You have us for the next 30 minutes. Let's talk. What are some of the burning questions that you have about the industry? Maybe you're struggling with something. Maybe there's something that you have always wanted to know, but maybe you just haven't asked. You're in a safe space. So let's see them. How are you, Leah?
I'm good. Things are rolling. Things are moving and shaking. And I got
you have
new
an announcement,
countertops.
Right?
What?
Oh, you got new countertops.
I got new countertops and a new backsplash. I've never had a backsplash. So
oh, fancy.
So I'm all excited. But yes, I do have an announcement. I am, besides the counter, I got more going on in my life right now than I've ever had before. And it's good. It's all good things. It's all really good things. Everything's kind of fallen into place. So my group, Confidently Creative, which is my monthly mentorship group specifically for furniture painters, how to run your business online, how to sell furniture online. And even further than online, but just how to it's basically a support group for furniture artists, and it's open this week from today until Thursday at 9 p.m. So it's kind of, we go a lot more in depth with questions and topics and those types of things in our group. So you'll be seeing me do some lives this week, just kind of talking about what it is and trying to help you decide if it's right for you or not.
Right. How does one sign up?
You can go to my website, leahnoeldesignco.com, and it'll say, like, in either like the little menu, it'll say Join Confidently Creative, or it should be right at the header, Join Confidently Creative. So I don't do any of that tech stuff myself. In fact, we actually have a tech person in the group that answers tech questions because I don't do tech. Stay in my lane.
Yeah, good for
Bianca
you.
knows. Bianca's like, you could probably, run the StreamYard. I'm like, I nope. I'm so not techie at all. But yeah, if you just go to my website, you'll see where you can sign up and read a little bit more about it.
Cool.
So do we have any questions yet?
We do. Sherry's, just so you know, said she signed in this morning.
Sherry.
I did drop Leah Noel Design Co. Her link in the comments, guys. So easily clickable there. All right, here we go. Anne Marie, what colors do you see trending? Leah?
Ooh, good question. Whatever colors I like that week. Yeah, I think it's, I really, for a while, I've seen the jewel tones, but I like jewel tones. So that's what I see trending. I think mustard yellow is trending fast, but I don't really know that it just depends on who's your audience. A lot
Yeah.
of times I just do a Pinterest search, like trending colors. I am noticing too, like, I'm noticing a lot of like mauve-y colors.
Yes.
A lot of mauve-y colors.
Mm-hmm.
But other than just rich jewel tones, and I feel like they've been around for a couple years, but they're really starting to take off. Like, I think people are bored with gray.
Right. Yeah, I would agree. I still see a lot of blues on the market.
Yes.
A lot of blues on the market. I don't know that blue's ever going to die down.
No, never. You can never go wrong going blue.
It's true. It's true. So,
Any
but
shade
yeah,
of blue.
yes, but I totally agree with what you're saying. There's been a lot of mauves, which mauve is actually the right mauve is actually one of my favorite colors. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that because when I paint in mauve, it seems that it takes like the right person. But if it starts to trend, my hope is that maybe things will move out the door a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good question, Anne-Marie.
And you guys answer her too. In the comments, make sure you say like, "Oh, I see yellow trending" or charcoal. Let us think because it's all about perspective.
Agreed. Anthony says, yes, mustard.
I love mustard.
Okay, but he just did a piece in mustard, which, by the way, is absolutely fantastic.
Did he?
He did. So you're singing his song. But yes, mustard.
I love mustard.
Yeah, me too. It's a great color. So underrated. The 80s are back.
Are they? The piece I just did, my armoire looks pretty 80s to me. So I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here for it. Bring on the 80s. The bad music, the crazy colors, even the hair. Let's see if I can just get it to kind of go up to the side somehow.
Yes. You know what? My daughter is so into scrunchies right now. I think
they're back, right?
They're back. She's like, that is not like, I'm like, I got a hair tie, She's like, no, I need a scrunchie.
I know.
Okay. Get you
All
a
right.
scrunchie. And scrunchies are 80s.
Yes, 80s. They are. And 90s. So
yes.
Brittany says, what helps you to stay motivated? I feel like I need a schedule or something to stay on track and make sure I keep painting and working on growing my business.
You start with this one, Bianca.
Oh,
what keeps you motivated?
Money.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest. I, could give you something flowery, but actually, no, I'm going to need to see that since I'm answering the question. Money. I got to pay the bills. I got a kid going off to college soon. The air conditioning bill is very high here in Arizona.
I bet.
I like to eat. I like to eat well. So money motivates me, but it's not just money, because if it were just money, my painting style would be totally different than it is now. Yeah. So, I don't want to make it seem like it's just, all about the Benjamins. But definitely that. And then also sometimes I'll take stock. Where did I come from? What was I doing prior to this as my career? And there's a reason that I left previous careers, to get to where I'm at now. I worked very hard to get to where I'm at now, and really just taking stock of where I came from and, some of my goals and where I want to go, really, I think keeps me motivated. Absolutely. And also other people's work, such as yours, Leah, keeps me motivated by way of inspiration.
Yes. I'm glad to hear that.
I mean, honestly, I'll see somebody do something totally awesome. Like, okay, now I'm inspired. So now I'm motivated to go do something. So all of you keep me motivated too.
Absolutely.
And you?
I like that. For motivation, I would say I really, it is financial because this is my job. Yeah. And it's become a significant portion of my family's income. Mm-hmm. But really, I like the growth. I like the feeling of growing, and I always have. I like the feeling of growing and taking on, like a second company with Anissa, and, growing and having a group and growing and, shipping furniture. I like the growth aspect of it. Mm-hmm. And I like that it keeps snowballing, like snowballing into something else, and I like that growth part. that's what makes me happy, is the growth and doing different things and figuring out how to just grow.
Right. No, I'm with you. And then to answer the second part of your question, Brittany, if you feel like you need a schedule, get a schedule. Sometimes it can be very hard to, I guess, prioritize everything. We're only one person and we can't give 100% here, 100% here, 100%. Like that math doesn't add up. So if you need a schedule, make a schedule and stick to it. What's going to work with staying on track between painting and doing your business. I know Leah has said in the past that she does her admin work in the morning prior to painting. So if she's got to sit down and do any of those business tasks, sit in front of a computer, any kind of logging or anything like that, you said that you do it in the morning, and that's a schedule that you stick to
on certain days.
And that's the other thing is, make sure that you have a day where you're not really responsible for anything.
Yes.
That's really important.
That is. And Brittany, I talked a little bit about this in our group too, but there's something I do that'll be helpful for everybody here, whether you're a furniture painter or not, and it's called the 6 most important list. And so basically before you go to bed every night, you just write it out. Sometimes it gets written in my handwritten planner, and sometimes it's just on the notes in my phone. But there's usually 6 things that are pressing on my mind that make my mind not at ease. And if I just write them down and I know I have to do them the next day, it's an easier night's sleep.
Yeah, Brittany says, the math doesn't add up on how much time you need to devote to different things. It's true.
It doesn't.
True. We're only one person, and short of, bringing on help, you're just going to have to prioritize, while also prioritizing yourself. That's something that I found to be very, very, very important. Deb says the 80s were great. You guys keep the questions coming. You have us. Lindsay says, I've been seeing a lot of black. I think she's right. I've seen a lot. I've actually been painting black myself lately.
I love black.
And, we're still talking about color here. Deb says, it's all about where you live. So, Renee, my daughter's business is handmade scrunchie.
Oh, hey, there we go, Renee. We need to connect because I got a girl who loves scrunchies around here. Yeah. And she likes furry ones. I'm like, what's that thing in your hair? It looks like a mouse.
Oh, no, not the mouse.
What is that? Is that you? Are you getting the feedback?
No feedback. Caroline wants to know, does she sell online? And by she, do you mean Leah?
I think maybe she meant Renee.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Again, the comments show up in one. It doesn't say where it came from. It doesn't spread it out.
Are you guys getting that feedback, or is that just
no
me?
Feedback? Are you guys getting feedback? Brittany says, black's been my jam lately. Sheila says, earth tones. I see some questions in here. We're going to get to them as soon as Leah. Oh my gosh, she's frozen. Renee says she has a work-off list. Oh gosh, not Harry Potter. So I'm not sure what happened to you, Leah. Okay, we do hear some feedback. I don't know if you can see that, Leah, but there is some feedback. Other people say they hear the feedback. So how is it that I am the only one that doesn't see it? Let's see if this works.
Okay, let me see. Am I back?
You are back. Do you guys hear the feedback now?
It's my phone. Did you guys, I think it's my phone. Let me plug my pluggers in.
Do you guys hear the feedback now that Leah's back?
Okay.
Do you hear it?
It went away.
Oh, geez. Sounds like Leah is falling down a hillside into a pile of leaves. Hey, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fall.
Cool.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
it was me.
Feedback.
I think it was me.
Better.
I think it was me.
Okay, so let's get back on track. Welcome back, Leah. We had some other questions. Oh, where did it go? I'm so sorry. Here we go. That's more on your end.
What are your best tips, advice for doing taxes with furniture business? I find it difficult. Hire an accountant.
Mm-hmm.
My accountant happens to be my best friend. We've been friends forever. She's my daughter's godmother, and she's like, and it kind of stinks having like a lot of our conversations revolve around taxes. Like, I'm buying a house. So I'm contacting her like, okay, I'm buying a house, but I've worked out of this house as a business for these many years. What do I need to do? I call her. When it comes to sales tax in my state versus charging someone else in the other state, she advises me on it. So get an accountant, hire an accountant. The other thing I always say in my group too is I used for years TurboTax, and I will file my own taxes through TurboTax because TurboTax they're so good at guiding you through things. It's like idiot proof. It's so good at like being like, okay, type this in. And before I owned my own business, my husband and I used TurboTax. And now that I own a business, I want an actual accountant to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
But what her and I would do is we would actually, like in years past, I don't do this anymore, but just to learn it, I would go over to her apartment and we'd sit down for like 4 hours, and I would put everything in TurboTax and she would put everything in her system, and we would compare notes. And then I learned how to, she would file and she would advise and she would do all the things. But then through the TurboTax, I learned how to do my taxes. I learned what are write-offs, I learned a lot from it. So that is my best advice to you, is to learn how to do it, but still hire an accountant, because the most important, one of the things that could sink your ship is not knowing where your finances are in your business and keeping track of that. And, filing your taxes and paying your taxes, it's just something you have to do. So understanding the tax rules and what you can write off and those types of things, just learning it and taking the time to do it is going to help you in the future.
Agreed.
I think that's it's not easy, but hire an accountant and learn how to do it.
Yeah, I'd rather just have somebody else do it. I just want to paint.
There it is again. Okay, wait.
Oh no.
I wonder, is it your microphone, Bianca?
I don't know.
I'm just blaming you.
Well, no, it's a fair question. Everything looks good on my end.
Oh, look. Yeah, I think it was your microphone.
Really?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. Is it better?
It's better.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, don't be. I know it's my fault. It's my fault.
I'm going to read Lindsay's question.
Go ahead.
Can I reach to companies that carry products you love, maybe to be a content creator or something other than a retailer? Yes, you can. Absolutely. What do you think, Bianca?
No, I think you totally can. So, quick story. Dixie Belle. They sent me some paint. Hey, do you want to try our paint? I hadn't used it before. I'm like, sure. I'm not even sure how they came across me. I was much smaller at the time. And they sent me some paint and I gave it a go. And I wrote to them and I said, you know what? I like it and I want more. So is there something that we can do in order to basically work together? And basically I was asking to be a content creator. And that's how I became brand ambassador. I actually skipped that rung and became a brand ambassador. But my point in giving you that story is, if it weren't for me asking, I don't know that I would have made it to the brand ambassador level that I'm at, because I'm closed mouths don't get fed. So what's the worst that can happen? They say no, on to the next one.
Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I totally agree with that.
Yep. So Kelly says, hi.
That's my mom. See. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. All right. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Here Heather.
We go. Sherry, do you charge customers tax when you sell pieces?
I'm not going to answer that because that really depends on your state and what your accountant tells you to do. My accountant has advised me in different ways. And so I don't think it's fair for me to answer that question.
Right. I'm going to agree with you there. I can give you a little bit of information, which is I charge locally because I have to. But beyond that, yes, I would say ask your accountant.
There's that feedback again.
I don't know what's going on. Is it me?
I think it is you.
I don't even hear it.
It's because it happens when you move.
I mean, I don't know if that helps, moving this away. Am I still feeding back?
Now that you set it down, we're good-ish.
Maybe my these things were too close to each other.
Now it's back. Wait. It's when you move.
Okay, so I'm not going to move, guys.
It's fuzzy still a little bit. Maybe shake your cord. Shake your cord.
That's a new one. Hey, girl, shake your cord.
Shake your cord. That fixes everything.
Is it fixing it at all? Because if it's not going to fix it, I'm not going to torture you guys.
That's better. That's better. Yes.
So
just be still. Now be still. No more shaking. You got your shakes out. Just be still.
I was about to drop it like it's hot.
And so was the audio.
Yes. All right, Natasha, do you ladies ever attend creative retreats? I purchased a ticket for one. I'm excited, but want the scoop from others who have previous experiences with them. I can answer this very quickly, and then I think that you should. I have not yet.
Okay.
It was on my list, but then Rona.
Rona happened.
Right.
Yeah. No, I have. You? Yeah. So I've been, I've taught at a couple paint workshops. I taught at the Dixie Belle Retailer Workshop, which was a great experience. I will go every year now. I love it. And I am going to a creative retreat with Dion Woods in like a couple weeks. Basically, yeah, I will be going from like the 26th of October to about Halloween on a creative retreat. And that'll be one of my first like creative retreat type things that I'm going on that I won't be teaching at. So I'm really excited to see the experience. But I thrive around people. I really enjoy one of my favorite things is just meeting people that I know online, like from like painting, the painting world. It's really nice to go there and just to be around people who do the same thing you do. Right. So yeah, and went on the Bells and Bows tour and loved it. Yeah, I would love to hear your guys' feedback. Those of you guys that have gone on the Bells and Bows bow tour or been to a paint workshop.
Don't make me laugh. You'll make me move.
No moving. No moving
right.
for you.
Well, part of my problem is that I really don't like flying. So like the Dixie Belle one the last one that they did, it's all the way in Florida. So it's not a road trip, So
we got to get you past that fear.
I know. You got to get me drunk. Did I say that?
I can do that. I'm good at that.
Sheila, best place to start selling. Marketplace in my area is awful. First of all, Sheila, Marketplace is awful, period. I don't care where you are. Just cheap junk. Very few booth spaces. Most are just cheap priced furniture slappers. I don't know where you're at, but it's pretty much the same here in Arizona, Phoenix metropolitan area. Rarely do I sell locally. Most of my stuff gets shipped out via my website, and I sell a lot on Etsy as well. So you might look into that avenue if you're struggling to sell locally and you feel like you're in competition with paint slappers and you're, an artist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you do at the retreat? This is Susie from our group.
Yes, Susie. I don't really know. I think it's the same thing, like where you have a lot of like painting classes and whatnot, and I don't even know what else. I didn't even look at the schedule. I'm just going.
You guys, we're having a hot mess episode over here, right?
Like, I'm just showing up like, hey, I'm here. Let's have some fun.
Right. I want to go to whatever retreat you and Anissa host.
I know. I'm trying to get her to go with me to this other one, but she's like, no, I'm not going.
No. You're misunderstanding me. You need to host one with Anissa.
Oh, we've actually put it in the works. Anissa and I are planning on doing a lot of events, and we were planning on doing one this fall, but I was like, you know what, with Corona and everything, we pushed it to the spring, and we're really hoping to do a retreat in Nashville somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, with Tess from A Southern Story, because like we really want to do something more location based, and Chicago just sucks right now, so we're like, let's just go to Nashville. So we really want to put something on. It's in the works. We just haven't planned it yet, but it would be a good time, wouldn't it?
That would be a great time.
Would you fly to Nashville to see us?
Girl, I don't know.
Oh, she said no.
I don't know. I might have to brush up on my teleportation powers.
Oh goodness, you're gonna. Hopefully you don't have the audio issues with your teleporting.
Right. My brain just went somewhere. I'm not even going to share. Okay. So Barbara, not paint related, but where do you get your glasses, Leah?
Barbara, I love you because I was just saying, I think I need new glasses. I got them at 8 Optical online. I don't know, some targeted Facebook ad, and they showed up. So I'm happy. But 8 Optical.
Sherry says, I'd love to see a selling app for painted furniture and other art.
Oh.
So that's like Etsy basically, but Cherish is another one. But yeah, I'm in agreement. I would like to see something else.
A better one.
Maybe
one created by furniture artists.
Right. And maybe one that doesn't take away so much in commission. My goodness, Etsy, you're killing me.
Who knows? Maybe Sherry's going to create that app.
Yeah, Sherry, make it happen.
Please.
Hey, Amazon started in a garage. I'm just saying, Sherry. Yeah.
Sheila's been to all of my events that I've ever had. So Sheila's a good time.
Christine, a paint slapper is somebody that just slaps paint on furniture. Not a whole lot of thought, not a whole lot of prep. Just put it on there, charge the bare minimum. I don't necessarily even see how people make a profit, but that's for them to do. That's none of my business. I stay in my lane, but that's pretty much and that's fine. Some people like that. Some people like to just put paint on a piece and call it good and charge very little. They, kind of get their creative juices out. They get to paint something and they get a quick turnaround. That's great for people that don't necessarily have storage and aren't really trying to do this as a business or.
Yeah.
So, but that's pretty much what a paint slapper is. Deb would drive to Nashville.
Yay.
So here's one. Go.
Just wondering if you charge per piece or is it better to charge by the hour and charge for products used? I'm in a small town and have a long waiting list for custom pieces. I struggle with pricing. So Kim, this is something, I think you did sign up for my group. This is something I do have charts in our group. And I also go over how to do custom orders there because it's a lot to cover. I can't really cover it in the next 60 seconds, but I don't do customs anymore, but I would always just kind of add up the cost and everything. And then I would just give a general number and I charge more for customs. So I just do better. Like, okay, you know what? If I'm going to paint this piece, this color with these products, I'm going to charge this person $800 and I'm comfortable with that. I think that's a lot easier than like trying to charge someone hourly because then I feel like a lot of times you second guess your time. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I spent this many hours on it and it adds up to be like $1,000 and then you feel weird because you're only charging, I feel like just giving a solid number. My opinion is just giving them a number. We both know it. That's the best. And when I hire someone to work in my house, I want to know how much I'm paying you. I don't care how long it's going to take you. If you could get it done and if you could get what somebody else would get done in 6 hours in 2, I'm going to hire the same person who can get it done in 2 and do it right. And charges me the same amount. So I always think it's better to just let them know what you're charging up front. What do you think, Bianca?
No, I'm in total agreement. I, back in the day, tried the whole hourly thing and it was too much. I was worried about time. I didn't want to go over because like you said, it felt weird. And then it was kind of keeping track of the time was, I took 20 minutes and just did this, or I took 10 minutes and cleaned the hardware. And, it became too much. So yeah, I'm more of a flat rate. I will guesstimate in my head. It's probably going to take me 5 hours, 10 hours, whatever. Yeah. But I'm not going to pass that on to the customer. I just give a flat rate. So,
and I also work on like 4 pieces at one time. So
yeah, right. How do you, that's a whole lot of math I'm not interested in.
Exactly. Exactly.
Anne Marie has a good question. How do you recommend care for painted furniture? Do you include directions with the piece? That's a great question. I do. I have 5x7 cards that I've had made up. I designed them into a graphic and had them printed. And they're really nice. And on one side is a really pretty picture with my website, et cetera, contact information. And on the other, it's my care instructions. Takes X amount of time to cure. Don't use anything abrasive. No harsh chemicals when cleaning it. Probably a good idea to use coasters, et cetera, things like that. So,
okay.
Yeah. And because I have 5x7 cards, I just toss them in a drawer when a piece goes out the door. Here you go. you know.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you writing that down?
Yes. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's been nice, been very nice, and customers appreciate it.
Yeah, I have a little goodie bag I give with like a little Big Mama's butter in a little tin,
Right.
touch-up paint if it's necessary, little pads for the feet on the bottoms, and a couple business cards and a thank you note. But I didn't think about care instructions, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you both have surf prep sanders? Is it worth the investment? And can you stand inside with the vacuum attached style? I don't have a surf prep sander. So no.
Yeah, I do.
Do you? So what do you think about it?
I almost regret putting this question up, but that's okay. What did we say when we started the show? That we're going to keep it real, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it was. There's really good things about it that I enjoy, and I use it for specific things. But for the most part, I use my $50 Milwaukee palm sander from Home Depot.
You can't go wrong with Milwaukee.
You really can't. I am a Milwaukee girl.
I am
all
too.
The way.
I am too.
I mean, my palm sander gets it done, and it's more powerful. Replenishing the pads, etc., is more accessible and cost effective. I mean, I use my surf prep here and there. It is good for certain things. I like that it can conform to the shape of the surface.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, moving on.
Hey, you know what? It's honesty. It's some people love them.
I feel bad because I like them as a company, and you know, but everybody has their thing. Some people don't like one thing, but I love it. So, you know, you might ask around a little bit, but that's my honest opinion. $50, Home Depot. Okay, next.
I went to the Atlanta Bells and Bows. It was great. Still trying to decide if I want to do this after I retire. I love the painting and creating end of it. Not so sure I want to be in a business. Your weekly sessions are so informative to me. Nancy, I love that you're considering doing this after retirement. And I know a couple of the women that are in my group, they're doing it after retirement. One's a retired nurse, and what she said, we had a discussion the other day, and what she said is she's like, you know, I don't want to. It's sometimes when we come on here, a lot of times we're talking to all sorts of different people, and we're push, and see, she's in a position where she doesn't want to push as hard. She just wants to make a little extra money and have fun with it. So it really, you know, sometimes I think when you're thinking about doing this after retirement, it might just be for a little bit of extra cash, and you don't have to push as hard as other people want to. You could just kind of sell a few pieces and make a couple $100 a month.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was I'm reading, I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, I mean, that was my first thought. Why does it have to be a business? You know, I just, whatever feels good to you. Hey, if you're retired, like, enjoy yourself. It doesn't have to be a business. Takes a lot of time, and it can be very rewarding. But, you know, I don't think that there's any rush in making that decision. Try it on, you know, go at a pace that's comfortable for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thanks for your honesty. Thanks for about the surf prep.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. It's important.
Yeah, I know. Teresa's laughing. Hi, T. Awkward. That's why I was laughing, because I'm like, that was so awkward. Okay, Llewellyn loves hers. Good. I'm like, I can't. Yes, thank you. Luke said all the time, dust was my biggest problem, and eliminated that. So does my Milwaukee. Next.
So funny. You know the reason why I haven't gotten one? Because everyone talks so highly about them, but my grandma has my grandpa's old one, and my dad was like telling me, he's like, I bought this sander for your grandpa and whatever 1992, whatever, it's the best sander ever. We're gonna go to your grandma's and find it. So I've been holding out for going to my grandma's and finding the sander.
Right. Well, and for some of the things that it can be used for, I have a soda blaster. So if I'm trying to like get inside
sold mine.
I don't even know if I'm liking that. I used it once, and
it kills the grass.
I think it's going to be oh, really? I don't have
Oh,
grass.
it killed. Yeah, you don't have grass. I have
I'm
grass.
in Arizona. I have rocks.
It's like baking soda. So it'll kill all the weeds in the rocks. It's good for that. But it's baking soda. So basically, it's soda.
Yeah,
so like we couldn't even grow grass over the dead grass or put sod over the grass. Like it was just dead forever. It took me, I had to dig up the dirt and then put new dirt down. And yeah, it was a mess.
Well, hey, that's actually, I'm going to soda blast my entire parcel of land.
Those Arizona rocks aren't getting
those
any
Arizona
weeds.
rocks.
They
Yes. Oh
man,
my landscaper came yesterday and removed a couple trees, and I'm like, it's so ugly now. Like Arizona's not. It can be beautiful, but as far as my yard's ugly, but it's low maintenance.
Nice.
Yeah, we're getting a lot on the surf prep. Sarah likes it. Janet said it's a regret. So, you can stand inside with surf prep sander. It's great for some things and not others. Exactly. I guess the question is, do you want to drop like $400 to $500 to find out? It's up to you. Victoria, let's take a couple more and then we'll wrap it up. Victoria says, if you have to spray for whatever reason, which one do you use? Do you have any information on the Apollo sprayer, and is it worth the money? Did you end up getting the Apollo, Leah?
You know what? He reached back. I haven't. So we're in the process of moving, and I thought, I don't know where we're going to end up, and I don't even know if spraying's going to be an option for me. So I don't know. And I don't, and I didn't want to waste their time with it. I didn't want to waste my time, their time. I didn't want to even at this point. Now, if I get into a place where I can have a spray booth, then I will purchase an Apollo. I have purchased, you guys, I want to say these things to you because the most important thing that Bianca and I could do as influencers is be truthful.
Yeah.
And I've used
as awkward as it can be.
As awkward as it can be. I mean, you trust us to recommend you products. So when we say, hey, we love this paint, we love this paint because we're telling you we don't like this sander or sprayer or whatever.
Right.
I have found that the DeWalt, am I saying that right? I have found I don't love their sprayers. I bought the 160. I bought the cheap one and it was awful. I threw it in the garbage. I didn't even sell it because I was like,
dang.
I'm like, I'm not putting someone else through this. I threw it in the trash.
I guess.
It was so bad. And then I bought another DeWalt because that's all they have at Menards and Home Depot. That's all they have other stuff, but I wanted to spend under $200. And so I got there, whatever. And it's been okay. But it's not something that I'm like, I have to have a spray booth now. Like, if I want to spray some stuff in my yard, like before Nissa came and I was so busy and I needed to prep 3 pieces and I didn't have time to do it, it worked okay for that, but it wasn't something I recommended. So I am starting to feel like the other sprayers, like the Apollo, and you use a sprayer too.
I do.
The higher dollar ones are way more worth it. What do you use?
Now that is, unlike the surf prep, an investment that I recommend making. Mine I think was about $1,000. I have a Graco HVLP Finish Pro 9.0 with an Edge 2 gun. So you guys might have to rewind that if you want to know what I just said. And then,
can you repeat that?
Right, exactly. So, but anyway, Graco, kind of like the baby stuff, but for furniture spray or paint sprayers. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
Anyways, love my sprayer. I've had it for 3 years. I actually just bought a second gun, which is, oh my gosh, having 2 guns is like amazing, but it's expensive, but it's worth every penny. I did, however, when you and I were discussing Apollo a couple of weeks ago, look into Apollo and did some, read some reviews and saw some videos. And I was like, hey, that looks like a good sprayer too.
Yeah.
So I have no experience with the Apollo, only the Graco, but I can say what I saw on the Apollo, it looked like it was a good product. I spray every piece of furniture that comes into my studio. I might hand paint the design, but as far as my primer, as far as my base coats and as far as my top coats, everything gets sprayed for me. And it's just so much faster. And the finish is so crisp and clean. So
nice.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see. Janet says, we want the truth.
We want the truth.
Oh, good, Janet. Clarification. No, I don't have one. I just don't want to regret it. Good. Because you said that she said earlier.
I saw
you know
that.
what she said. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. So Yeah, it happens. Restore more. Is anyone having a slow time with sales? I haven't sold anything for 3 weeks. Hey, Rona was good for my business. When it first hit, people were buying furniture left and right. I think because they were in their homes and let's make it pretty in here.
Yeah.
And then it slowed down. And then I sold like 6 pieces last month, back to back to back, all within like a couple of days. Weird how that happens. And then it slowed down. So I mean, do you experience it that way too? It just kind of ebbs and flows?
Yeah, there's seasons. I do. I will go 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks with no sales. And then I'll have like 5 sales in 1 week every single time.
It's
every
weird.
single time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're having high sales, I'm having low sales. It's like, it's always like that. I don't know.
I will say this. I'm starting to think that maybe the more that I have available in my inventory, the more that I sell.
Yeah.
Especially when you have like an online presence and you want people to go shop at your store online, whether that be a website or Etsy. When I have a full spread of different listings and choices, it seems like I sell more than when I just have like 1 or 2 pieces available. Okay. I don't know if that's actual data or statistics or if it's just, I don't know, but that's what I'm finding. So, maybe just keep going and see if you keep going.
Yeah,
keep going.
Absolutely.
Fill your shop.
Fill it up.
Sarah says she has the Apollo E3000 series and I love it. Very minimal overspray, easy to use and easy to clean. Yeah, those are important things. HVLP, people, high volume, low pressure. That's what you're going to want for spraying furniture. That's why she's getting minimal overspray.
Okay, that's good to know.
As far as the air compressor that I use, Christine, the Graco comes with the compressor. It's a unit about this big or so. They have different levels. I just got the 9.0, didn't need anything professional, and I've been using the heck out of it for 3 years, again, on every piece. Let me just see if there's anything else that's absolutely pressing. Valerie, just set one up, get it going, and then, you don't have to have it set up and just start posting and listing right away. You can take your time, get it set up, look at other people's shop, get inspiration from them. You guys, I have a group. I'm seeing a lot of questions in here about Etsy, about shipping. I have a group that provides a lot of free information. Leah's group goes more in depth. But if you just want some basic information, the Inspired Artisan Community is my Facebook group. I mean me and Stacy Darling and Lee and Teresa. We all admin this group, and there's a lot of information if you type in Etsy and shipping in that group. That's free. Okay, one more. Anne, hi, love you guys. Have you ever completed a design then changed your mind and redid it?
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
Every 5 minutes. Like, oh my gosh, all the time. All the time. Right. Sometimes my husband will come home and he'll be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, just sanding $22 off this piece right now. If it's like a transfer or something, I'm like, I changed my mind. And I just redo it.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
And it's part of being in this industry, part of the journey.
It is.
I've had a couple pieces recently actually that I've salvaged. Where I'm like, ooh, that didn't come out the way that I liked. And then I've done something over it while allowing the original finish to peek through. And it's been like amazing. So
that's cool.
Just keep going too.
Absolutely.
All right, Leah, carry us out.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. And we'll be back next week to answer more questions or with a topic. If you guys have a topic idea that you would like us to talk about, please email us at beyondthebrushlive@gmail.com, and we will read your email and we will answer your topic idea right there. Oh, wow.
There.
You're pointing very well today.
Doing something right.
Let's shake a cord out of here.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.